Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Real Talk English channel. Today, I feel very excited because we are talking about feelings, and feelings are something we all experience every single day. Many English learners want to talk about emotions, but sometimes they don't know the simple words to use, so they feel shy or confused. That's why James and I are here today, to help you speak about your feelings in clear and easy English. We will use slow, friendly, A2 level language, and we will share many examples from our own lives. I hope today's episode helps you feel more confident when talking about emotions.
Hi, everyone. I'm James, and I'm very happy to join you today. Feelings are a great topic because they are part of every moment, morning, afternoon, and night. We feel something even when we think we feel nothing because our minds and hearts are always working. The words for emotions in English can be simple, but they help you express what is happening inside you. When you can talk about your feelings, you communicate better with friends, classmates, coworkers, and the people you care about. So today, we will talk about feelings in a very easy and natural way.
This morning when I woke up, I felt calm and relaxed. The room was quiet and the light from the window was soft, so I started my day in a peaceful mood. I think our morning emotions can change the direction of our day because when we feel good at the start, many things feel easier. But sometimes I wake up feeling tired or stressed, especially when I don't sleep well or when I have many things to do. When that happens, I drink warm tea or listen to peaceful music to slow my mind. These small actions help me understand my feelings and start the day better.
This morning, I felt good too because I slept deeply and woke up fresh. When I sleep well, I feel like my mind is clean and ready to think clearly. I also felt excited because I knew we would record this podcast today, and I always enjoy talking with you, Sarah. Sometimes I feel nervous before recording, but today I felt confident, maybe because I had more rest. I think talking about feelings is helpful even for me because I learn more about myself when I say things out loud. So I started my day with a positive mood and a strong feeling of motivation.
Before we begin the main parts of this episode, I want to remind everyone listening that feelings do not need to be complicated. Some people feel shy or scared when talking about emotions, but it is okay because everyone feels something. In English, we don't always need difficult words to speak about our feelings. We can use small, simple words like happy, sad, tired, excited, scared, or calm. These words help us explain what we feel inside our hearts and minds. When we understand our own feelings, we make better choices and communicate better with others.
That's true, Sarah. Feelings can be simple to describe when we use clear and easy English. We want beginners to feel relaxed and confident. So today we will show how to talk about emotions in a natural and friendly way. Positive feelings help us feel strong and joyful, while negative feelings teach us about our needs and limits. And mixed feelings show us that life is sometimes complex, but still interesting. I'm ready to begin our first part, where we will talk about positive emotions. Let's help our listeners express good feelings in English.
One of my favorite positive feelings is happiness. When I feel happy, my face feels warm and I smile without thinking about it. Happiness makes my body feel light, like there is sunshine inside me. I usually feel happy when I spend time with people I love, such as my family or my closest friends. I also feel happy when I learn something new, because learning makes me feel strong and alive. Happiness is a simple feeling, but it makes a big difference in my day.
I feel happy in many situations too. For example, I feel happy when I play music because music helps me express emotions that I cannot always say in words. I also feel happy when I go outside for a walk, especially when the weather is warm and the sky is bright. Another moment of happiness for me is when I finish a big task that I have been working on for a long time, because it gives me a strong feeling of achievement. Talking with good friends also brings me happiness because connection is important to me. Happiness is one of the feelings that gives life color and energy.
Another positive feeling I enjoy is pride. I feel proud when I work hard on something and finally see good results. Even small achievements can make me proud because they show that I'm learning and improving. I also feel proud when I help someone and that person feels better because it shows that my actions matter. Pride makes me feel strong and confident, and it helps me believe in myself when things get difficult. It is a very encouraging feeling for me.
I feel proud when I learn something that was difficult for me before. For example, when I finish reading a long book or learn a new skill, I feel a warm and strong feeling of pride. I also feel proud when someone tells me that I helped them or inspired them, because it means my words or actions made a difference. Even organizing my room or finishing small tasks can give me a sense of pride. Pride is calm but powerful, and it reminds me that I can do more than I think. I enjoy this feeling because it builds confidence slowly and gently.
Now, let's talk about negative feelings because they are also important in life and we all experience them. One negative feeling I often experience is stress, especially when I have many tasks to finish in a short time. When I feel stressed, my shoulders feel heavy and my thoughts feel fast and crowded. It becomes difficult to relax, and sometimes I even forget simple things because my mind is too full. When I feel stressed, I try to take slow breaths, make a small plan, and do one thing at a time. These small steps help me feel calmer and more in control.
I feel stressed too, especially when I have important responsibilities or deadlines. Stress can make my body feel tight, and sometimes I feel tired even when I didn't move much. When I feel stressed, I like to go for a short walk or drink water because movement helps me reset my mind. Talking with a close friend also helps me because when I share my feelings, the stress becomes smaller. Sometimes I remind myself that stress is temporary and that I will get through it step by step. Stress is part of life, but we can learn ways to manage it.
Another strong negative feeling is sadness. I feel sad when something important in my life changes, ends, or disappears. Sometimes sadness comes without a clear reason, and that is okay because humans are emotional. When I feel sad, I sometimes want to sit quietly and think about the reason behind my feeling. Other times, I listen to soft music or drink warm tea to help myself feel comforted. I think sadness is heavy, but it also helps us understand what matters to us. It is a normal part of life.
I feel sad too, especially when I think about people I miss or moments that are gone. Sadness makes my heart feel slow, and I usually feel quiet during those times. When I feel sad, writing in a journal helps me understand what is happening in my mind. I also like to sit outside and look at the sky because it gives me a feeling of peace and reminds me that life changes. Sadness can be painful, but it also teaches me to appreciate good moments more. It is a normal part of being human.
Fear is another difficult emotion that many people experience. I feel scared when I have to face something new and I don't know what will happen. Sometimes fear makes my heart beat fast and my hands feel cold. When I feel fear, I try to breathe slowly and tell myself that I am safe and that the situation is not as scary as it feels. I also talk to someone I trust because hearing another voice helps me calm down. Fear is strong, but it can be managed with support and patience.
I feel fear when I have to make a big decision or when I worry about making a mistake. Fear can make my thoughts move too quickly, and it makes it harder to think clearly. When I feel scared, I try to slow down and break the situation into small steps so it doesn't feel too big. I also tell myself that being scared is normal and doesn't mean I am weak. Sometimes fear helps me prepare better because it tells me to be careful. Fear is a natural emotion that everyone experiences, and we can learn from it.
Anger is another negative feeling that I sometimes experience. When I feel angry, my body becomes warm and I speak faster than usual. Anger can come from stress, misunderstandings, or feeling treated unfairly. When I feel angry, I try not to speak immediately because I might say something I don't really mean. Instead, I take a short break, drink water, or take deep breaths to calm my mind. When I feel calmer, I try to understand why I got angry and what I really need.
I also feel angry sometimes, especially when something unexpected happens and I don't feel ready for it. When I feel angry, I often feel energy in my arms and chest, and my thoughts become sharp. But I try to remember that anger is usually a sign that something inside me needs attention. When I feel angry, I walk away from the situation for a moment so I can think clearly. After that, I talk about the problem slowly and clearly. Anger is powerful, but we can learn to express it in a healthy way.
Another negative feeling that many people experience is loneliness. I feel lonely when I spend too much time alone without talking to anyone. Sometimes I feel lonely even when I am with people, especially if I feel disconnected or misunderstood. When I feel lonely, I try to call a close friend or send a message to someone I trust. I also try to do something simple like take a walk, read a book, or listen to music to remind myself that I am not really alone. Loneliness is painful, but temporary.
I feel lonely sometimes too, especially when I move to a new place or when my routine changes. Loneliness makes me feel quiet and a little empty, like something is missing. When I feel lonely, I try to visit a cafe, a park, or another place with people, even if I don't talk to anyone. Seeing other people makes me feel connected to the world. I also try to remember that loneliness is a signal telling me I need connection, not a sign that something is wrong with me. It's a feeling that many people share.
Sometimes I feel more than one emotion at the same time, and that can be confusing. For example, when I start something new, I feel excited and nervous together. These mixed feelings make my mind active, but they also show me that I care about what I'm doing. I also feel happy and sad together when I finish a big project because I'm proud of the work, but also emotional that it's over. Mixed feelings remind me that life is full of different experiences. Do you feel mixed emotions too, James?
Yes, I often feel mixed emotions in situations that are important to me. Sometimes I feel grateful, but also tired after a long day of work because I enjoyed what I did, but still feel exhausted. When I travel, I feel happy to explore new places, but also nervous about the unknown. Mixed feelings show me that I am growing and learning new things about myself. They can feel strange at first, but I try to accept them because they are part of the human experience. Understanding mixed emotions makes me more aware and patient.
Sometimes, Tom, I feel nervous in the morning before I start my day. When I wake up, my mind starts thinking too much. I think about work, I think about tasks, I think about everything I must do. That makes my stomach feel strange, like butterflies. Do you feel like that sometimes? Do you also feel nervous when the day starts?
Yes, Emily, sometimes I feel nervous too. When I have many things to do, I think, oh no, can I do everything today? And then I feel stress in my body. My shoulders feel tight, my head feels heavy. But after I drink some tea and take a deep breath, I feel a little better. It is normal to feel nervous, I think. Everyone feels nervous sometimes.
That's true, Tom.
And when I feel nervous, I try to breathe slowly. I say to myself, "It's okay, Emily, you can do it." Talking to myself helps me calm down. Also, when I drink warm tea or listen to soft music, I feel my body relaxing. It is like my feelings change slowly, like the sun coming out after rain.
I like that picture, Emily. Feelings can change, yes. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow. When I feel worried, I like to walk outside. Walking helps me think clearly. The air feels fresh, the sky looks big, and I feel small problems become smaller. I tell myself, it will be okay. Just take one step at a time, and then I feel stronger inside.
That's very helpful, Tom. Moving your body is good. When I feel sad, I sometimes sit near a window and look outside. I watch the trees move, the people walking, the cars going by, and I think, the world is big. My feeling is just one small feeling. Then I start to feel a little lighter, like the sadness is not so heavy anymore.
Yes, Emily, feelings can be heavy, like a big bag. And when we talk about them, the bag becomes lighter. That's why talking is very important. When I talk to my friends about my feelings, I feel safe. My friends listen and I feel understood. And I think, I am not alone. Talking makes me feel better.
Sometimes I also feel excited during the day. For example, when I get good news or when something fun happens, I feel warm and happy inside. My heart beats faster, but in a good way. I feel like I want to smile all the time. Do you know that feeling, Tom? The feeling of excitement?
Oh yes, I know it very well. When I finish a big project or when someone tells me something good, I feel excitement too. It is like I have extra energy. I move faster, I talk more, and I smile naturally. My body feels light, like I can jump high. Excitement is one of my favorite feelings because it gives me power.
I like excitement too. It makes me feel alive. But sometimes excitement can turn into stress if there is too much pressure. For example, when something big is coming, like an event, a test, or a new job, I feel excited and scared at the same time. It's a strange mix of emotions. Do you feel this sometimes?
Yes, Emily, I feel that very often. Before something important, I feel excited but also nervous. My mind says, this is good, and also says, careful, don't make a mistake. It is like two feelings fighting inside my head. But I try to calm myself by saying, just do your best. And when I say that, the nervous feeling becomes smaller.
That's a good way to think about it, Tom. Telling yourself, do your best, is hopeful. I also say, it's okay if it's not perfect. Sometimes we think we must be perfect, but we don't. We can learn every day. That idea helps my feelings relax. It makes me kinder to myself.
Kindness to yourself is very important. Many people forget it. They are kind to others, but not kind to themselves. I think it's good to say, hey, you tried, good job. Even if the result is not perfect, the effort is important. And when we appreciate ourselves, our feelings become peaceful.
Another feeling I often have in my daily life is tiredness. When I work too much, I feel tired mentally and physically. My eyes feel heavy, my mind feels slow, and I don't want to talk. I want silence and rest. I think many people feel like this at the end of the day.
Yes, Emily, being tired is very normal. When I feel tired, I try to take a short break. I drink water, I stretch my body, or I close my eyes for a moment. After a small break, I feel a little more awake. But when I am very tired, I need real rest, like sleep or quiet time. Rest is part of taking care of our feelings.
You're right, Tom. Rest is important. When we don't rest enough, our feelings become bigger and harder to manage. Small problems look big, and small stress becomes big stress. But when we sleep well, our feelings become calm again. It's like sleep is medicine for the mind.
I agree. Good sleep makes everything better. When I sleep 8 hours, I wake up feeling fresh, happy, and ready to begin. But when I sleep 4 or 5 hours, I feel angry easily and everything annoys me. People don't think clearly with low sleep, so yes, sleep is very important for managing feelings.
Tom, what feeling do you have when something unexpected happens? For example, when plans change suddenly, or when something surprises you?
Good question, Emily. When something unexpected happens, I first feel surprised. My eyes open wide and my body freezes for 1 second. Then I try to understand what is happening. If it is something good, I feel excited. If it is something bad, I feel stress. But surprise is the first feeling.
Yes, that is true. Surprise is fast and strong. Sometimes I scream a little when I'm surprised. Like, ah! Then I laugh because I feel silly. Surprise can be fun when it is something good, but when it is something bad, surprise becomes fear or stress very quickly.
Exactly, Emily. Feelings move fast. They change like the weather. One moment sunny, one moment cloudy. That is why understanding feelings is so important. When we understand them, we can handle them gently. We can say, okay, I feel scared now. Let me breathe. Or, okay, I feel happy now. Let me enjoy it.
You are very right, Tom. Understanding feelings helps us live better. It helps us make good decisions, talk kindly, and take care of ourselves. And today, on the Real Talk English channel, we are helping our listeners learn English and also learn about their own feelings.
Yes, and I hope our listeners feel comfortable, safe, and happy while learning with us. Feelings are part of life. And beginner English learners can talk about feelings too, slowly, simply, and clearly, just like we are doing now.